Some of you know that the Global Innovation Lab for Climate Finance has endorsed cooling as a service as one of the most innovative financial instruments to accelerate investments into climate change solutions last year. Today, we had the honor to ask some questions to Morgan Richmond from the lab, with whom we have been working on stress testing the business model and on developing a robust financial model. Morgan, could you please introduce yourself shortly and give us an overview of what the lab does?
I'm Morgan Richmond, a climate finance analyst at Climate Policy Initiative, which runs the Global Innovation Lab for Climate Finance. The lab pilots cutting-edge climate finance ideas that drive billions of dollars of private investment into climate solutions in emerging markets. Lab-supported instruments have mobilized more than $2 billion to date towards climate finance.
Why did the lab select and endorse cooling as a service? What are you looking for in financial instruments, and what in particular made Caas stand out?
The lab evaluates ideas on 4 criteria: innovation, actionability, financial sustainability, and catalytic potential. Cooling as a service certainly fits all 4, and it's particularly strong in catalytic potential given the increasing need for sources of finance for clean cooling as the climate warms and cooling demand grows.
What is the significance of the endorsement of the lab? What does this actually mean?
Endorsement means that an idea was rigorously analyzed by the lab and then endorsed by the lab's membership, a group of more than 60 organizations spanning governments, investment banks, insurance companies, project developers, and development finance institutions. Lab endorsement is a signal of support by lab members that the instrument is innovative and transformative and ready to be launched to the wider climate finance community.
What is the opportunity for investors with cooling as a service?
Deployment of clean cooling has historically been limited by high upfront costs and uncertain returns. The value of cooling as a service for investors is that upfront costs are eliminated, significantly expanding the potential market. The innovative structure generates revenue almost immediately. The provider and investors benefit from a continuous income stream as the structure incentivizes long-term relationships with cooling users. And the program promotes significant reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by incentivizing efficient cooling and refrigeration use.
What is the potential for cooling as a service in mitigating climate change?
Part of what makes cooling as a service so exciting is the significant potential it holds in both mitigation and adaptation. It finances efficient cooling systems that otherwise would never be installed. It reduces the use of high global warming potential coolants, and it supports climate adaptation for vulnerable communities that need cooling to survive more frequent extreme heat events. The analysis we did in partnership with BASE during the lab process indicated that the cooling as a service business model and financial incentives can meaningfully expand the market for efficient cooling in developing countries. We're really pleased that the implementation of cooling as a service is being piloted with cooling providers now that keep food and medicine cool under warming conditions, which is more important now than ever.
Thank you, Morgan, and to the lab for this interview and for the whole collaboration with you.